Slow stars, smoke flashes, and lighter smokers. Seven point oh. Support live music. When words fail, music speaks. When you don't have any answers, throw on the beat. And you end up with more hits than you lost in rounds on out in public. And get in the booth and hold you. Keep the cool. Even when it looks like a fool. What would you do if it happened to you? If was becoming successful like it was cool. Bring back the days when being successful was cool. Even if you started out without the jewels and the chain golds and just had the bronze. Floss the chain and floss the gloss, but it don't take out the glow or take out the bad choice as a bad reflection. Ridge Racer. Hit the streets like a gas tank and blow it up. Make sure you're hitting the gas pedal and not the brake pad. It might cause a friction in your mathematical prayer that you be a prayer. But I say be a sailor. Tip the tailor who saved me from the hell I was thinking I was in, but I was out to float and out with it. What type is this with an even anvil? You so crazy that you light as a feather. And I don't really want seats made out of leather, just comfy enough to massage the bones when I'm bruised up. So that's another reason to pass the smoke. I got the antidote. No, it's not. It's more still considered a poisonous vogue. But if they say we're supposed to be together, then how come I'm a miserable folk? I'ma spend more times hanging out with the lower parts. I gotta relearn to walk and re-talk. Learn how to spark and stay away from the big, huge parts. It's not that I can handle it, it's just the fact that I probably could have a better outcome. I don't need to put myself up for lesser income. It's hard enough as it is to come up with an answer when there's too much of a handful. I'm being sporadic, dice roll apparatus. And I'm not talking about the band or the asparagus or the more dough count for adding a belt of courage. What you expect when we build from the earth, even our soul has pieces that can have given us ammunition when we were low on our doubt and coming in like that's the refreshment, but it wasn't. That's easily thrown away like mold when the food goes away. It's preheated and made fresh each and every sunrise to sunset. Place your bets on those tables and you win more times than people come and go like flannels and jeans that are cut off and meant to look cute and cool. Doesn't matter if they don't like me, well then they won't like you. So it really don't matter if they have hate, just let it collect up like a bill and a debt collector. I'm from a different center where my heart needs to be not just rented like a piece of furniture. I want to put out the center, not whichever hand is the furthest or meant to be getting bigger. And quite difficult as it is to understand how to get louder. When I distinguish myself, when I put out my own fire, that's a bad idea, not in my handbook, 'cause I put out the lesser hand that was better than Captain Hook. I make you shook more times than people saw the mummy and the dead rise without Jesus brought up. You think they'd make a demon slayer with Jesus kicking all of our Satanisms out more times than paganisms have too much potassiumisms. Or Muslims need to step back out of the sun and put on some deodorant because your floss is not tanning. You too dark for. You need to be out in the sun and get direction. Center your aggravation when you don't have the knowledge to dwell as highland. Just 'cause you see so many images to use as references. I built a life out of different sections of coupons. I'm so small that I'm bigger than people. The amount on a yearly basis of people that use those in stores, they're called coupons. Cash in and count on. And if you put up a little bit, then you'll get an outro of a hotter back hustle move. It's better than the richest mansion that we dream about, but we really walk through. I'm too inconsiderate, I'm too deliberate. I'm so childish that I speak free will, not just in my beliefs, but in the actions. Is this the death scene or the one that rised after the death was thought of, but it was missed? Like a rapture sequence, who's got the power of which one that will devour us, the worst or the less? I don't think of those shortenings just 'cause my mouth can't reach better toxins to poison. I'm my own translator, I don't need to be putting out plenty. I'm as big as dancing as a nickname from a mayor. I've already got support, just being born puts me as a supporter, not a cord that you can snip with some scissors. I have a different fast recorder. I'm talking about tapes and overload of floor, episodes of paint and wise decisions with cabinet doors. And I put the hammer to the nails on the front porch and I teared off the doubt and put it in a graveyard without a pour. I didn't give it no drink because it might have confused the one that gave it a chance when it thought it didn't have one. Sometimes our magic may even make us not see all of our memories to be able to count on. I'm not trying to be a counselor, but I sometimes feel I don't even really know how to even be one. Teach my music to grow higher than the bud I'm growing before Christmas termination. How about some tomatoes and I give these girls my cucumber? I plant a new fruit of labor and add my own piece. Yeah, a piece of strawberry. The baseball bat is striking like a water bottle against the wasp. The yellow ones, the orange ones, the blue ones, the purple, silver, and green ones. Tigerist types of camouflage. Yeah, you're seen, but you're always really in the camo stall. So why don't you hang out where the door is it open or closed? Either decision is an addition. Don't dwell on the doubtful translator. Not all the people enjoy the messenger. Some take it out on each other, and some don't even spell their books with any of those heartfelt romantic letters. I'm determined to bypass death more times than it's written in my life without books to give me a seizure, but my wisdom, no. I don't know an epileptic acid rain drip on a Bushido game like Spitter D and Halo. I'm not talking about angel wings, I'm talking about video games and guns to blast, cause we ain't all granted to be as cool as the soldiers or be as awesome as the murderers. I'd love to be better than the faithful exhibit that I'm trying to hold up to my display image. Why do I have to be a part of the art just to be a better literature lecture? I'm not made out of candle wax, so why should I put my heart in a museum just to stop and say I've been alive? Is that a point of courage or the point I won my little part of the sea that was part to part? I guess I will agree and not cancel me out like cereal that I'm food debate. Even heartfelt moments have things that have love on the outside, just like it is built from the inner land. And down a roll spin, I'm bringing the earth back from haunted again. Reprogram itself, nah, I don't care if that speak that way. Then leave it in the dust like ornaments and the songs that song play. You know what, I just changed my fate with just standing near under 100 miles of celebrities. Moreover, times and parties, then we're not even allowed to walk around freely. We're so popular that we're unpopular. I'm too popular to be unpopular. Just scoop out the scimitar and get rid of the Vulcan with a Vulpix, Amityville, Bronze Cup Pirate Slider. Mixing in America, not Egypt or something out of the Bible. That might have been before I was born, so I set the mood to this life. Put it on the map instead of the after type. I don't come out with no tips on how to survive the ghetto-ness, except stop putting out harassments. Even if it's in your silence, leave it in those lands, cause then it was defeated when it was at already an end. Nothing needs to be brought up if there's no garbage on the cement. I guess it was clean, there I go doing it again. Mixing up in my mess, but I didn't sleep with it. I slept with something that was out of my range and top of the best. I guess that's my flavor. Nah, that's what also I'm wearing my belt in. And I'm a new maze, Hogwarts and fireballs. And wouldn't that be nice to energize in Star Trek? Beat you up so much, I'm the Mars boys. Smoke stars. When words fail, music speaks.